can they do more than Wise Wizards Academy right here? Because as I mentioned, when Wise Wizards just got themselves together in the first match of the day, it felt like they were really close to FTW. It felt like if we saw a normal match from the start, it could be something along the lines of, I don't know, like 16-12 in favor of Wise Wizards Academy, but I don't think it would have been a stomp in the favor of the team that is on the fourth place spot in this group and is already knocked out.
The day is weird. The day is really weird. We have a 16-8 with a lot of disconnects. There's where it starts, right? Then we have Zoctai playing against a Lithuanian team. This is the second best in their nation, pretty much. And they play, for some reason, with tasers in round number 3. Like, where is that going? Now they win 16-2 against Wise Wizards Academy. I personally feel that I have no clue this time. Usually I have some kind of idea, some kind of where this will be going, but I honestly don't know. I see GameplayDNA having a chance, but it's once more map dependent. What has FTW played today? Cash, right? Really easily, without any problem. And then the other one was not looking that great.
Inferno.
I mean, we've been seeing exactly Inferno. That was not horrific, but that was definitely not good, right? So
I can definitely say that.
How do you feel?
I did not expect Zoctai to struggle. Well, maybe struggle is a bad word to use right here, but FTW exceeded my expectations in the match against Zoctai. So I'm not going to say they're going to get demolished by GameplayDNA just like Wise Wizards did right now, but I also have no hopes for them to win the map. They can surprise. They're gonna be definitely the underdog right here, but that's it. I'm gonna just give them the benefit of doubt. But overall, GameplayDNA should be the ones aiming at the finals, and right there, the finals could be an extremely interesting match, because I feel like after the 16-13 between these two teams, when we get to see a little bit of a different map, when we get to see GameplayDNA a little bit warmed up after the match against Wise Wizards and then FTW, it could be 16-13 the other way this time.
Yeah, maybe it's just this lower bracket phenomenon we already had in match number 1. I mean, where Isuba lost the first one against the UK scene team Reason Gaming, then suddenly made it further, and in the end, they did it. I just see the problem. I just definitely see the problem of those guys from FTW not really getting a real enemy so far. Zoctai took them down, no problem. They didn't even have an advantage point of 8. And then Wise Wizards Academy, it's Wise Wizards Academy, And this is why I see GameplayDNA. The Lithuanians once more have a chance to bring a second team, beside playing Ducks we had yesterday, on the boards for the LAN finals in Hamburg. And about the LAN finals in Hamburg, what you're going to see there is not only this guy to my... this way. This way? Right.
And this guy.
Yeah, I have, maybe. But to get back to it, you're two games there. You have a great, insane environment there in Hamburg. It's so friendly. You have a VR studio to play with. You have a great amount of people. I mean, there's our Vape Nation god Philip there. There's the big cuddly Teddy Bear Willie, also Sasha. You have everyone there to pretty much be as a great crew. And then also the people who are there in the crowd were, as far as I remember, really friendly, very nice. And you can talk to the players as well. I mean, this is an exclusive event. This is a very exclusive experience for you there in Hamburg. So I definitely recommend you to go there. I've been there, of course, so I would promote it otherwise. But go there if you can go there.
Yeah, so I would like to invite you to the tournament too. And it's hard to say more about you, more than you, rather, excuse me, when you're just hyping something up. You're just so good at hyping stuff up.
By the way, Legend Series is being sponsored by Challenge Me GG. Have you ever tried to use some great tickets to get into raffles or daily tournaments in 1v1, 2v2, and 5v5? Go to Challenge Me GG. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. I mean, you're the ultimate commercial guy. Definitely. I'll know who to give a call when I need such a person, that's for sure. Anyway, though, let's get back to discussion
Yeah.
about this match that's about to come. Overall,
Mhm.
what is your feeling about the map pick for this match? Will it matter so much? Because I
Uh,
don't think that a different map would have made a difference in the match gameplay. DNA versus Wise Wizards Academy, and
yeah,
right here
of
I'm also
course.
expecting a pretty similar kind of thing happening. So in my opinion, the map is not going to be so important. But then on the other hand, if FTW get their comfort pick, then it could be a little bit of a difference. Then they could get a better shot.
Yeah, I personally agree with what you're saying to 100%. Let's say it like this, right? Cobblestone won't be played for 100%, surely. If so, I would be very surprised. Cash, the performance was consistent. I see something. I mean, when you take a look at gameplay DNA, right? When their map picks are something like Cobblestone, Cash, Train, Inferno is quite all right with them as well. I know Inferno is horrible. Excuse me. I see Cash as a possibility as both of them overlap that preference. I see Train as a possibility, but I think the German mix don't want to play this. So let's seriously go for Mirage. Mirage or Cash. One of those.
So we're going down to the maps that we were talking about for Pugstars. Guys who are aim heavy. Well, at least we were saying that they were aim heavy right there, and they're gonna be aiming these maps. And
Yeah.
I don't know if we actually see FTW as the same kind of team, as a mix of highly skilled players that are just gonna go there for the headshots. I'm not sure enough if they showed us in the first match against Wise Wizards that what we're talking about right here. But yeah, they had some amazing shots indeed. Their all-per definitely had some good performance overall, but then you
Mhm.
couldn't see stuff like that against Zoctai. So when Pugstars were able to do it against the higher-up teams, in here it only worked against Wise Wizards this far, and I feel like FTW might have nothing to show against Gameplay DNA, because gameplay is going to be better not only on the terms of maps and preparation and tactics and stuff, but also aim-wise we'll be able to beat them down.
Yeah, but also one thing you have to say, you have different teams, right? You have a team like Mouse Sports back mid 2016, where you had Nico going nuts, like a 1.3, 1.4 average rating, and the rest was somewhere around 1 and somewhere around 0.8, right? And this is where I think it will get problematic for FTW, because they have two really, really good players, and that is Robin Hood as well as Lando. The rest is like Defiant Butter K are somewhere at 0.8 in average, and this is far away from good. I mean, this is seriously
Yeah.
far, far away from good. So let's say it like this, and let's put it like this. We didn't see enough, right? We just basically didn't see enough from those guys from Germany and Sweden and Bulgaria, Hungary, of course. But in the case of Gameplay DNA, I see more consistency and more strategic finesse, because they've been playing for a longer time together. And this is where sometimes there is this little difference, right? But playing Ducks, this is a pattern. This is an exact pattern. Playing Ducks, one of the teams that has been together for a long time and a well-established organization, they got further, right? Isuba also
Mm-hmm.
got further, right? And now it could be Gameplay DNA. I don't know about Zoctai, unfortunately. I don't know how long this roster exists.
Some people have said that they have been playing together for quite a while, but yeah, I think like Gameplay DNA could be more structured of a team, or whatever you want to call it. But that's a good pattern that you noticed right there. So once again rises the question of what it's going to be tomorrow when Existence and Planet Key will clash. Which one of the teams is actually going to be the one with more experience to take it over to the LAN finals?
Yeah, and I don't know. I personally just don't know how to feel, and I see I'm a little bit two-faced thanks to the sun. Right, I will take care of that in a second. But we're just waiting for both of the teams. I mean, it's still 5 minutes till the regular playtime when it should actually start. So we're going to see in a matter of minutes how it will go. Otherwise, of course, if you just joined in and I'm a little bit like scratched vinyl that repeats itself, but logically we have a giveaway, and this giveaway offers you great pins, and this is where my buddy Dominic steps in. Dominic, what are those pins about?
Those pins are, I mean, does anybody not know that? I mean, you've got Counter-Strike pins where you get like a little package. I even had these packages until very recently, but I threw them away. Of course, used packages, opened ones. Anyway, you get a package and in it you can get a random CSGO pin. Some of these are really amazing and it's a nice thing to have, so you can show off with it anyway. Though, if you want to take part in this giveaway, exclamation mark giveaway, we have the amazing mods that will tell you how to do that, or you can just type in exclamation mark ticket and type in the amount of tickets that you want to get. So you can buy for 25 betties each, but you can get a free ticket right off the bat, no matter what you do. So everyone has that right to participate in the giveaway. Then the ones more dedicated to the stream get more chances, right? So that's how it works.
That is fair. That is fair in my opinion. I mean, it's not like you don't see anything great here anyway. I mean, you see a great amount of matches so far. You see good sellouts from our side here. I mean, what else do you expect? What else should come? I mean, we're doing already everything pretty much, and at this point, I seriously hope that this will be getting better and better and better with FTW versus GameplayDNA starting very soon. Stay tuned for that. I mean, we're going to have like 5 more minutes we're going to talk about. So get a drink, get a Mountain Dew, and get something to eat as well, because we're going to have 2 more exciting matches for this night. And I see... I'm honestly more excited for that Zoctai match, because I want to see if that 16-7 was just pure luck, or if it was seriously a good performance. I want GameplayDNA versus Zoctai because I want a match as a final that we have not seen before.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, sometimes these matches just don't go as you'd want them to. For instance, some are not as interesting. Some are quite interesting, but at the end of the day are pretty one-sided anyway. So, nah, that's disappointing. Yeah, that could be an amazing final, definitely, and that's what I am also counting for. And tomorrow we might also have another amazing final, but... well, you guys will find out definitely when we finally get there. So that's a good thing to chime in again tomorrow at 1600 Central European Summer Time. You can tune into ELC Gaming TV once again. We got the last group of this group stage to be shown. The last team is going to fill up the lineup. It's going to show up on the LAN in Hamburg. That will be happening. Let me see quickly because I have it in one of the tabs right here. 24th of June. 24th, so yeah. That's about 3 weeks from now. 3.5, let's say.
Well, the thing is, do you know why there is actually summertime? Do you know what's the reason?
I don't know what you want me to say, but yeah, go ahead and explain.
The actual reason is that it's very interesting, and that was founded, I think, back in the 90s, or I honestly don't know the age or the date, but it was founded for saving energy. That was the actual intention back in the day, to invent that, because many countries don't do it. We still don't do it, and we still do it here in Germany. And as far as I know, it doesn't really help anyone. As far as I know, it actually does not save energy, because it should have made the days shorter, right? Because it's more sunny at still this time. So yeah, it brings nothing in the end. It's worthless. But hey, we have summertime. I mean, some change in our life, something we can look forward to. Someone media can report in, and every time someone complains and asks why it is actually the case. But why is the case? I mean, everyone asks why always Flipside is still existent, right? So that is also one of the things everyone can always come up with. I'm sorry, that was painful, but we're in a knife round, and I think knives to the back are always painful as well.
Yeah, and that's probably what we're gonna get to see real shortly. And it's nice that you have explained that all so nicely. Yeah, I'm just hopping onto the server As I'm not there quite yet, but yeah, the knife round is on indeed, and no kills just yet, but they're so close to each other. Masa is gonna get stuffed by 2 people even, but he manages to get a kill out of this one, and I felt like he still could have done a little bit more. But overall, it's gonna be the knife round taken by GameplayDNA. And is it also going to be the same story for the entirety of the game? Is it just gonna be the knife round, or is GameplayDNA going to crush FTW similarly to what they've done in the previous match? 16-2. I will remind you, that's the scoreline that they have to beat right here. And it's going to be hard to beat it. But let's find out. 2 sets of grenades for FTW. Definitely the T side could be the beginning of that 16-2 again, because they might not feel too comfortable with it, especially if they say they're not too good at winning the knife rounds. That shows that they're quite annoyed with it, and they would love to be on the other side of the map. But anyway, great headshot on towards Butters, who's down now to 11 HP, but they don't commit towards that bomb side B, and they're running into A, and yeah, just look at these kills.
Oh, God.
Running into A to do nothing, to just get demolished, and Mosa, the last man standing, tried to do something, tried to plant the bomb, faked it out, got a kill, and then later on lost the round.
This is also a way to get taken down with a lot of pain. And as we see, ouch, pretty much. This sums it up. Ouch at this finest. Because what we're seeing right now is a good start from GameplayDNA, the guys who just won 16-2 on Cobblestone against another team with Germans in it. So maybe that is also a pattern, but I don't really think so. Butters stays there into pop dog, waits for the players to pop down, pretty much. But they're not doing it.
Yeah, and Butters,
but what I love
had
again,
a little bit of...
Let me just one thing. The double B setup, I love it. This is now you can go, but this is what I like again.
Yeah, so previously Butters was the guy that got dinked real quickly. Or not dinked because he didn't have a helmet, but yeah, he ended up very, very low in health. Now he's going to play without a Mag 7. Not too sure if it can work out for him too well, but yeah, he's not going to get the action. But he's going to come in from behind, so maybe there is a chance to rack up the $900. Or though, talking about the money, Icus allows the enemies to get the bomb planted. And he heard the guy planting it, but still had something else to take care of. However, with that double B cover, as you said, it's quite weird to me that the other guy was not able to help too much.
Yeah, that is like not how it should go, but it happens. And FTW, now they can afford a good amount of stuff. No, yeah, of course they forced through. Okay, dumb thing to say by me, but I mean some pistols are a nice advancement. And Butter K, German, one of the not so good players on the FTW side, to say it very kindly, goes for that Tech 9. The rest plays with PT50s. And Akis is on his own this time. Now his shots need to be on smoke. And now Flame. Yes, exactly. Perfect. A lot of damage will be dealt, except they're not coming through. And let's take a look. Butters is there with 1. Butters is there with 2. But Butter finds Butters. The name's a confusion at its finest.
Well, I guess with some good position. A nice opening right there at the flank of FTW that they were not paying attention to. And 3-0 with only 1 victim, and once again, Butters is that victim. Just a couple of seconds ago when he was playing with that Mag 7, I said that he was the one to suffer the most in a pistol round from his team, and now he's the one to die. A little bit unlucky, also he didn't get the kill at the end of the day with that Mag 7, so this far Butters didn't really get to see a lot of action.
Yeah, and now the AKs are on the board, and that Ivy control. I mean, when we let's go into CS:GO basics. Ivy is one of the most crucial positions you have to take on a map like Train. It can be kind of compared to Banana because of its narrow way, but not fully the same. Anyway, what you have to take a look at, once the players, the terrorists, are getting through Banana, and not Banana, through Ivy, of course, they have a lot of options. They can directly go on A, they can go to CT, and go directly to B from behind, while the others are pushing from the front. So Ivy control, definitely crucial, definitely important, if not one of the key choke points on this map. And Lando, though, he takes a lot of control already. In FTW, with 60 seconds left on the clock, the options are existent, and the options there are looking fine. Just the execution needs to work.
Okay. Butters once again He's the only guy that's not on 100% HP, but the terrorist team has something more this round, so maybe it's not gonna be only Butters who is hurt. Icus with a kill on Defiant, the bomb is down on the ground, so unlucky. It's gonna be even worse apparently with another kill from Icus, and then Haplex finally steps into support, so something that we've not seen 2 rounds ago, and I was disappointed a little bit with that. And Butters gets the assists on Haplex, his own teammate, so maybe he was tired with him being always the only guy that lost some HP on the round, so he decided to kill his teammate himself. Anyway, ButterK down to 3 HP, it had to end that way. And GameplayDNA with 4-0, and they're just proving that they want to make it as good, or maybe even better than against Wise Wizards. Maybe that even is possible. I mean, it's CT side of Train. Where else than here?
I gotta say, I love the GameplayDNA logo. It is so cool. That is really one of the things where I have to say not bad, because it's interesting. It's just interesting. It shows a DNA string, it shows a controller and a heart with a 3 in it, so they did definitely won the Legend series regarding the logos for me. That is something. And that's not a prize, but I think they could feel proud or something like that, right?
What's up? Okay, for a second I thought maybe he's gonna run into these flames to just end the round a little bit quicker, but would have been the same kind of thing, actually, as the Lection does not have any problems with killing him off. And 5-0, 2 kills with the pistols, more than FTW have been able to do this far, overall.
And I mean, take a look at that. That buy with a double op in aggression is kind of unusual. And Define, he plays a different role in this one, tries to get any aggression. And here, exactly, Carcass does that mistake. You have to say it is not that usual. It didn't necessarily need to expect that. But puts gameplay in a really difficult position. But ButterK, look how close he is to the Election. They're just meeting each other in a second. Now the Election rotates off. Thankfully for him, they don't meet. But ButterK gets his feet on the ground. And the flashbang rains in.
That.
And exactly there he gets it. Yep. Bad timing. And this is not looking good for GameplayDNA, but still a lot of time left to set up properly.
5-on-3. One would like to say that finally they're getting something going, that finally there's a chance to win this round, but it remains true indeed. It's not yet over, and now ButterK gets an amazing flank up towards Butters. He was not prepared for that at all, but they knew that somebody's come out of the Ivy, and that's some more proof to what you've said a little bit earlier, that the Ivy control is crucial.
Yeah, and then Ivy control now got taken down, as we saw an important frag with the flashbang not fully working out. Ike, so far, he's been a real hero, and here he comes with the first one. Shows ButterK the place he has to be in, and that is in his own coffin. That shot was beautiful. That shot was really, really beautiful. But now we need to see what he can get else besides this, because exit frag seems to be his target. 2 ops, though. That should be at least 1 being taken down, but doesn't find anything. And Define also rotates off. So here we have it, round number 1 for FTW.
Yeah, the historical moments. Oh, wow. How? Why?
That was not necessary. I don't know. Don't ask me, please. Don't ask me. I don't have the slightest bit of an idea why.
Okay, so Define loses an AWP for no reason, and he's actually getting another death on his account with only 1 frag. That makes it look quite not okay. And they don't have the money to rebuy that AWP also. Not cool. There's a good shot from Carcass to open this round up. Previously, he didn't already have the time to do anything because he died first. Now he's gonna get a double. That's double the revenge for him. Define though and ButterK are not stopping yet. Carcass with yet another kill, and he's still got a good position because there's nobody up close. Oh, Define stepping on that ladder. I think it killed him. Yeah, he did not.
Yeah, it killed him.
He did not go high enough to see if there's anybody there. I'm not sure if he knew about Half-Lex, but that seemed weird.
Yeah. It is not that nice, let's say it like that. He could have played out differently, but once more FTW suffer from a bad economy, and GameplayDNA are pretty much just 2 away from having that halftime secured on a CT-sided map like this. You can make so much work. And I mean, double digits should be there without the slightest bit of a problem, right? With that, what we're seeing from the Lithuanians, double op setup, safe work, they're doing utilities fine, frags are consistent, no craziness. That should be double digits all the way.
Butters doing his work. Butter K this time falls from his hands, and it's been the other way around on the 1 round FTW were able to get. It was actually Butter K to beat Butters for once. But I guess that's not going to happen anytime soon anymore. And FTW... I don't know. When Wise Wizards got the rounds, I think they got 2 rounds out of that. So they were able to fall by again after they lost. And it looked somewhat okay-ish. But for FTW, it's just horrible. It's the worst scenario where you get your economy reset and you're completely helpless. And in a match like this, it's so sad for them.
Yeah, but never underestimate the possibilities of the underdog. Never underestimate where he can go, where this team can go. Define GG, the Swede, I mean Lando, doing great work as the Hungarian. They can still make something happening in this one. The problem is that they're just a little bit too aggressive. Don't get set where they should go. I mean, why would you push a position like Ivy, where in 80% of the buy time, your opponent has an op? Why would you push it with nothing put down? No smoke, no flashbang. This is where just the finesse is. The tactical, the strategic finesse, the thinking process is just non-existent right now in FTW Esports. And this is where you get in such a problematic scenario. I mean, 70 seconds, FTW with pretty much nothing, and here comes Ikis. What am I even saying? This is going downhill so much.
That's not a bad shot from Butters right here. That's a little bit of a tag on towards Halflex, and that's probably what happened earlier, where he got the assist on his teammate's death. But yeah, never mind. It's just some not too good communication or cooperation between them, but it doesn't change anything majorly. Lando with 29 HP is not going to achieve too much, and he does in that HE, but doesn't spot out the election. But on the other hand, it might be the right, or like, not the right, but the lucky thing to have done, because he probably would have died to him. But that just extended his life by like 3 seconds.
Yeah, and even, I mean, this unsuccessful round, the bread and butter for FTW is pretty much loser bonus at this point. And that is sad, and this is sad in every way. Because the opportunities we've been seeing, this is where we got blended, right? This first game looked promising on Cash. We all thought, damn, name, I mean, not bad, not bad. But it was just their opponent that was so bad. And a 16-8 against a team like Wise Wizards, we've just been seeing, that is not that great, actually. When they had 4 versus 5. Reconsider this, because 4 versus 5, so many rounds, the team not being fully there, they had to play with another guy. That is not the way you should really perform.
Oh, they're running in. And Karkas might be having a little bit of problems with the AWP, but he's got so much support that's hard to imagine. Ikas and the other guy,
oh, look at Mo's. Oh no, he tricks them so badly. Knife him.
Good idea. What? He's gonna pull it off. They didn't even knife him because Butter stole it away with. But Halflex.
Why?
Come on.
He could have just went in. Spray anything like how? Well, a good English streamer says, "What am I supposed to do?" And
you know, he saw him before the smoke's gone off, so it's not like he was randomly spraying that smoke.
What I mean, he could have just walked in, left-click knife all the time, and his opponent couldn't even do anything about it. But that just gives their opponent additional money. Aggression so badly from Define. Carcass doesn't realize what's up, because Define gets one, but Carcass, yes, after the election gets taken down. Now Robin Hood and his team need to perform, but Carcass is just there with the op. A third. Beautiful work this opper from the GameplayDNA side is doing. I mean, so far, this is exactly what this team is looking for. The 20-year-old Robertus Malukis. Oh god, the name, I'm sorry. But anyway, 1 versus 1. Robin Hood, 78. Halflex on 94. Smoke fades. And now,
Oh.
Half-Life just needs to look in the right direction. Oh, Robin!
Half-Life
That
was
should have been
looking
his
in the
frag,
wrong
but
direction, actually.
Exactly. Yes, he was. And still does not get it. This is really concerning at this point.
Yep, a little bit concerning, but then on the other hand, what did we expect? I think this is exactly what we saw coming when we were getting into this match. GameplayDNA were supposed to dominate, and that's what they're doing here. Incendiary tossing straight at the terrorists, so they walked in through the main entrance, but there's not much more they can do from that point on. I guess in Half-Life are starting to get kills as soon as the terrorists
Moza, no.
stepping out of their hideouts. Buttercake all alone. And yeah, as you say, Moza making a little bit of a mistake here. Robin Hood making a mistake there. Buttercake finally getting a kill in this round, but it doesn't change a thing. And yeah, it's a little bit
That's
of
incredible.
that Nevis side. But I feel like we're getting a little bit too harsh on Nevis because he was the first one to miss all these shots from behind and mess up so many situations. But yeah, he wasn't so bad after all.
Nevis?
Yeah.
Wait, who do you mean?
From yesterday, the German player that just missed
yes.
all his
No, yeah, okay, yes. Now I get you. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is quite sad actually. But I mean, the Flames are just raining in perfectly. FTW, nothing to come up with. Like nothing, zero, not the slightest bit. Even like I mean, rounds like this can be won. You have pistols, you have full armor, you have a little bit of utility. There's no reason to lose it. But Butters finds 3. GameplayDNA find 12. And I think once more the Lithuanians are bringing our schedule even ahead.
They're definitely trying to do so, but they're not doing it out of concern for our schedule, but they definitely are trying to impress and kind of maybe overwhelm Zogtai, who are waiting for them in the finals a little bit, but I don't think that it's going to impress Zogtai at all because they know that it's not so hard to actually do like that against these teams. But then Zogtai lost 7 rounds against FTW. If GameplayDNA are able to beat them like 16-1, then they're gonna have something to like make themselves more confident.
That is right. On all the way, it is right. But confidence, comfortable, that doesn't help you when your opponent has 12 rounds, right? There's no way you can get that far. Karkas and Half-Life, they're doing so consistent work right now, and maybe we have that classic thing, right? The Isuba thing we're seeing right here. And now, I mean, the Norwegians in the final will, like, 99% surely meet GameplayDNA with how it looks like right now. 2 more they only need to find until not even having 100 HP. There comes the aggression from all the players. Oh, the Flames are landing onto Robin Hood. This is horrible. This is a massacre. And someone definitely needs to call 911 because this is getting out of hand.
You've got so many people running at you, it's just gotta be scary, and at that point, not much to do, nothing that FTW can really fix. And GameplayDNA, the worst thing that could happen to them right now is not winning the pistol round, because that's gonna extend the game a little bit, but definitely isn't gonna make it dangerous for them.
Yeah, and however this half ends, 13-2 or 14-2. Oh, God Christ, the election. The classic angle. Lando doesn't check, directly go through, and my God. GameplayDNA is the butcher. And the poor pig right now is FTW, because they're getting slaughtered so massively. As we see, only 3 more are there. Oh, no. Not this time, though. Butters doesn't hit that one, but no big problem. No big problem, because here he goes.
Okay, 14-1. Not too bad of a scoreline. And FTW...
Just...
The challenge is on them. Right now they have to beat Wise Wizards' score against GameplayDNA on Cobblestone. They need 1 more round to get a draw, and they need 2 to get themselves the lead. But that's what they can fight for being a little bit more impressive than Wise Wizards, but that's not going to impress anybody at all. Although, just winning the pistol round is going to definitely do it. And as I mentioned, it's going to be the most annoying thing to GameplayDNA, because this match, at this point, I feel like probably makes no sense to them. They just want to go for the real deal.
go for it. Yeah, go for the real deal. And I mean, FTW now as a CT side, interesting positioning by Define. Ah, lovely. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. But here he gets taken down, and everyone else of FTW pretty much also, as Butter K and Lando are the only ones alive. Ikas gets Lando as well. Welcome to the slaughterhouse. My name is GameplayDNA, and I'm your butcher for this game. 15-1. Brutal. All the way. And you know, GameplayDNA didn't buy one AUG the entire game. That's great.
They didn't buy one AUG the entire 2 games. That's progress.
I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling very proud for them. But last breath out of the nearly dead and fully savaged body of FTW Esports. 2. You can just count it. You can just count it at this point. 3, 4, and there seems to be number 5. The election finished it off. 16-1. Pure slaughter. Pure slaughter all the way, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, the quick one. For sure.
Yeah. But I mean, so Soktai versus GameplayDNA.
It all has led to up to this point. But then, what do you say at this point? Is it going to be any kind of different? Is Soktai going to be impressed by that? Are they going to be a little bit more worried about GameplayDNA than last time? Do they ban Cobblestone? Because this far we've seen 2 Cobbles from GameplayDNA. That's right, 1 train, and they've also done amazingly good on the train. So it seems like there are already 2 maps they're doing quite fine on, and the difference on Cobble was just very small. So I'm not sure if Soktai will want to risk it again. However, then on the other hand, seeing that Cobble again, they might have analyzed a little bit more, and they might actually make it like 3 rounds better. So it's going to be 16-10 this time. But yeah, let's just take a look at the replay, summing up this match that we just watched, and right after it, get into the finals that are ahead of us.
Yeah, he's right now. Oh, this was nasty, but this was just so unnecessary. How flex? Hello, where's the spray going? Okay, fully far away from everyone. And then we're taking a look at the second one. Define, I like that position. Found it a good idea, but this is everything. Wait, he has a kid. Why didn't he wait it out? He was standing up there. He could have just jumped down and take.
No.
Okay.
Well,
that was a
things happen.
Defining moment. Yeah, that was a. Things happen, as you say, and now Soktai versus GameplayDNA is going to start up next in just a bit. So let's just take care of that in a second, because we're going to watch not only today, our last day of CS, you're having also tomorrow. And also, if you're a big German fan, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Both of the teams for today just got shut down. But tomorrow, a good chance would be a definite thing. Because we're seeing definitely 2 teams that would have a good chance to go for Existence and Planet Key Dynamics. My favorites for Friday. But I see Planet Key having a good chance. Definitely.
Yeah, B2, they could be the German team that makes it. And also, I'm going to go a step further and say that when they qualify for the LAN, they've got a huge chance to even win the whole thing. So it's not only about the group. So definitely looking forward to seeing Planet Key and Existence perform.